do I follow that? Wow. It is really nice to see so many old friends and so many new friends here tonight. I've seen a couple of people in the room, and I saw one earlier, Dave Volker, where you are. The only reason that I wrote the first check for Rainmakers, but I didn't get credit for it for several years, was that Dave put his check on top of mine on the pile. Thank you so much for coming tonight. It is a real treat to, and I'm stalling because I'm going to get composed any minute here now, though. It's a real treat to get a chance to say one more time how much I have really, really loved this. And I think that is why I had such a hard time figuring out what I was going to say. And let's face it, Tony, in all the years that you've known me, have I ever been at a loss for words? But I really struggled with this because I'm thinking about it and I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, this is my last presentation as president of Rainmakers. And I started thinking about it, and I've probably done just over 100 presentations at meetings large and small, and I thought to myself, what is there left to say? What do I talk about that I haven't said 100 times? And then it hit me. This isn't a new message, folks. I'm not going to talk about anything new tonight. What I'm going to talk about are the same things that I've talked about for the last 3 years, the things I'm passionate about. And it boils down to 3 words: attitude, action, and accountability. I'm going to start with attitude because that's where it starts. The truth is that life throws stuff at us. On a daily basis, life comes at you. It's that commercial. Life comes at you fast. And you can't control what comes at you, but what you can do is decide how you're going to react, how you're going to let it make you feel, and how you're going to act in return. I have friends who are doctors who will tell me stories, and hospice nurses who will tell me stories about patients who, long after the doctors have administered whatever they can administer, make a decision to will themselves to life or will themselves to death. As a business owner, you have that same choice. As a business professional in this economy or in any economy, it is ultimately your attitude. When I was at Conseco, I spent 2 of the longest years of my life at Conseco, and I did it at a time when that company was sliding into bankruptcy. And on a daily basis, we had bad news. We had newspaper headlines, we had investor calls, we had lawsuits, we had people being escorted out of the building, not by their friends. And every day, I had to walk into that building and I had to do my job. And I was running a creative services department, and we had work to do. And I'd walk into the building and people would say, "Hey, Lorraine, how's it going?" And I'd say, "Just great, thanks for asking." Usually the person who got that response was not happy about it. They didn't appreciate my attitude, and so they would ask questions determined to ruin my day. "Didn't you see the newspaper this morning?" "Yeah." "Were you listening on the investor call?" "Yeah." Now, the question they never asked, but what was at the tip of their tongue, and I could see it in their face, was, "Are you an idiot?" Let me be very clear, folks, for those of you that don't know me well, I am not an idiot. At a time when Conseco was sliding into bankruptcy, and all around me, departments and department heads were paralyzed, I put a wall around creative services. And inside that wall, we didn't talk about newspaper headlines and we didn't talk about investor reports. And inside that wall, we finished projects on time and under budget. Inside that wall, we created a Skunkworks project that actually made money. At a time when the turnover rate at Conseco looked like a revolving door on steroids. Not a single person on my team quit. And at a time when you should have been shutting down and basically hiding and running for cover, we reinvented our inventory system. We did what that company had never been able to do in good times or bad. We managed our literature inventory to a backorder level of 0. We were not out of anything. It was impossible, and we did it for 2 reasons. I surrounded myself by an amazing group of talented people, and I brought my attitude to the table. Today, I do the same thing at Round Peg. I have surrounded myself by this amazing group of talented people. And I protect them because I understand that there's an economy out there that just doesn't seem to like me right now. But you know what? Inside, we're okay. We're having fun. The occasional chocolate day. Great work, on time for clients, and clients who love us. And we know that we'll still be there when the rest of the people in this world figure out it's fun to do business. Our attitude, your attitude, how you decide to face the world, gives you the power to act.